This video presents a wealth of discussion points, beginning with a significant statement from a Ripple employee. You're seeing a lot of original content. There's a lot of controversy going on. Investors seeking to divest from XRP are beginning to criticize XRP, the XRP ledger, and Ripple's recent shift to a stablecoin, implying a departure from Ripple's original vision. We're also going to look into October. We don't have much time to cover everything, but we have a lot to discuss about global liquidity and what it will mean for the cryptocurrency markets. Let's commence immediately. While XRP has regained its position at number 6, surpassing the US dollar, and is currently trading at a mean lean and a hot 63 cents, it is aiming to break above 66. It's going to try to remember that 60 cents was the first area of interest for XRP we broke and are holding above. Ethereum is currently at 2,641, or 1.42%. Bitcoin is currently up 6% over the last 24 hours. We have one target left, which is to reach 75 cents, the total market capitalization of $2,276 billion. This week, let's target and attack the 66-cent level. Where will we go from there? I sent out a tweet from here. Yesterday, I predicted that Bitcoin would bounce, and guess what? It did. We are now waiting for Bitcoin to surpass 66K, which is 3 times your earnings. Consider that for a moment. I put this out there, people. There are so many undiscovered treasures out there. Where do you think the cryptocurrency market will go? XRP Ripple declarations. Reports are pouring out, and because I have no idea how to copyright this CNN content, I'm going to mute it. Given the upcoming election, Trump's advantage over Harris will be evident. I predict exponential blow-off peaks in the cryptocurrency markets, with the biggest surge likely to happen in 2025. Especially the altcoins this year. Bitcoin will soar, but the real story here is how much money will pour into cryptocurrency overall. Whoever prevails will trigger a huge bull run. However, Trump, who supports cryptocurrencies, believes that if he wins, the market valuation of cryptocurrencies could reach 7 or 10 trillion. If Harris prevails, I believe the expectations will be significantly lower the following year. We're presumably looking at anything between $3 and $5 trillion. Excuse me, but the election is in less than a month. In roughly 7 weeks. 6 to 7 weeks from now, a crucial election, the first since 2013, will take place. Bitcoin has never been launched. October, no. When the September return was positive, the results for November and December were shown in green. This happened in 2023, as well as in 2015 and 2016. In addition, there was a green Q4 in every election year. If this chart doesn't convince you, here it is. In September, you can see how we would have closed. September has consistently been in the green. October and November and December, I continue to preach. I'm urging you to pay attention. We anticipate a significant shift in crypto by the end of this year. Brad Garlinghouse is aware of cryptocurrency's performance during this year's election season. He predicted $5 trillion by the end of the year, and he is aware of the performance of the cryptocurrency market. However, he feels that he may have been a little optimistic. In 2025, we anticipate a plethora of exciting opportunities, substantial financial gains in the cryptocurrency markets, and significant transformations in our lives. I'm hoping you're prepared for it. I genuinely do. I hope you've thought of a way out. I hope that's not who you are. People who say they're just going to sit and wait until 2030 don't see the need to collect profits now because the market will correctly repurchase them later. Perhaps pack an additional 2, 3, 4, or even 5 bags and get ready for 2030. While you're doing it, you might even be able to settle some debt. Perhaps the mortgage is paid off. Are you saving money for a mortgage? How much is your monthly house payment? Let's assume it's $2,000. Imagine having an additional $2,000 every month. You could invest $1,000 in cryptocurrency each month, which would equal $122,000 over the next 3 years, leading up to our next bull cycle. Imagine the potential changes in your life as the cycle repeats, and consider having $1,000 extra cash in your pocket. Your handbag the next bull run will begin in October, as Crypto Enabler correctly predicted. Just now, the global liquidity index spiked higher. For the first time in the past 3 years, have you noticed how the dots and lines are starting to connect? Do you see that this is all building up to a significant cryptocurrency rally? We're not just making this stuff up, you know? Speaking of which, this is the rationale behind our examination of the global liquidity index. The U.S., the second largest economy in the world, appears to be getting some policy at last, as China will now permit investors to enter the cryptocurrency space. Do you notice how much money simply sits on the sidelines as investors and institutions approach the cryptocurrency space? All of this money is just sitting there. A significant amount of printed tether remains idle, waiting to be injected into the market. In addition, there will be $16 billion in FTX repayments that are set to arrive on the scene. With so much money awaiting entry into the cryptocurrency space, we could reach the $4.5 to $5 trillion mark by the end of the year. He claims that when Bitcoin rises, everything else will follow, and October is the beginning of the green moment. Global liquidity is defined as the total amount of money available in the world economy. According to the Global Liquidity Index, which provides a thorough assessment of the world's main central banks' balance sheets with values converted to US dollars, Bitcoin swings in tandem with global liquidity. Do you know that throughout 12 months, 83% of the time is more than any other important asset? What are the odds of October seeing a rise in cryptocurrency? 80% you can see that everything is in its proper place. Oh, how perfect, people. I certainly do, and I release it. I advised everyone to read this twice. This comes from Tony Edwards. During the meeting, he had a conversation with a former Ripple employee. He asked the former Ripple employee about the ripple effect on the stablecoin, RLUSD, and whether they believed that the new narrative would negatively impact XRP. One narrative concludes and disappears into another. He claims that a fresh story for XRP emerges, and that's how his life as an XRP holder proceeds. They stated that long years ago, they had pushed for Ripple to introduce a stablecoin. Quoting their response to Naturally, he asserted that the stablecoin would significantly benefit XRP, as it would directly integrate with XRP and boast increased liquidity due to its availability across all exchanges. The stablecoin will be available on all exchanges. We've already seen it on Ledger Live, where you can view the coin market capitalization and follow it with a live coin watch. Furthermore, they stated that this combination will prevent depegging, stabilize the stable currency, and open up new use cases. Do you know how much money is sitting in Forex and other markets? This will assist in creating possibilities. Remember, Forex uses XRP when a stablecoin is involved. In this situation, we utilize the steady currency. There are no ifs, buts, or other workarounds. XRP is utilized. It is based on the XRP ledger. After discussing Forex and Forex money, do you realize its importance? They will undoubtedly take a portion of the stablecoin market. By the end of this decade, Brad Garlinghouse said, a stablecoin will be worth $3 trillion, which we have about reached the halfway point. Given what I mentioned earlier, I believe Solana and XRP will engage in a fierce battle. At the second and third levels, keep an eye out for this bull. In my opinion, Cycle Ethereum will fall out of the top 5. This is a very significant statement coming from a former employee of Ripple. In my opinion, the former employee knows a lot more about what goes on behind the scenes at Ripple. The fact that we must conduct our own research, attend conferences, and speak with former employees to gain their opinions and insights limits our learning.